something similar to story of Tom Sawyer. If you read the literature, Tom Sawyer, I read when I was Form 1 or Form 2. You know, he was asked by the auntie or what, to whitewash the wall, right? To whitewash the wall of a fence, okay? And he being naughty and lazy and mischievous, to do and whitewash the fence, that's the last thing he will do. So, being sometimes lazy people, they are very innovative. So he think of a way how to get people to do it for him. But how to get people to do it for him? And yet, no need to pay them. So he think of a ploy, okay, to trick them to say, wow, this is very interesting. This is, you know, you will do this, you get this, get that. So make it so exciting that people queue, hey, and people want to do it. No, you cannot do it. So it make it so difficult until people are excited about doing it, and then when they finally do it, you want to do it, you must pay me to do it. So eventually he got the whole wall whitewashed, and not only that, he got payment from all the fellow friends, you know. So in other words, if we can do and design our project here to make it exciting, then half your battle is won. Okay, how to do it? I don't know. You are the gurus. You are the masters here. Okay. So this is a glimpse of how we do it, our APEX program. Now, APEX program is such that we are not creating something new. Okay, APEX program is something which our diploma in electronic goes through. The mechanical engineer also goes through. But we want them to have touch points to come together. Okay, and when they do work, they do multidisciplinary work, so that finally, when they go to the final year, when they do a final year multidisciplinary project, it is not the first time they're doing it. So that's why we have to scale the thing, to start early and start, if they fail early, so that the fall is not so big. All right. So that's where we start them to have touch points to work at the end of, rather in the second semester of first year. And then in the second year, they'll continue, and third continue. And then in the final year, which I didn't show here, they will do one big multidisciplinary project. Okay? And another one, which is the aerospace electronics, our students, objective of students is to prepare them to be the maintenance personnel in maintaining aircraft. Okay? They will be covering the MRO, the maintenance, repair and operation of aircraft electrical, instruments and radio systems, and that is in accordance with the Civil Aviation of Singapore standards, SAR 66, for licensing of aircraft engineers, you know. So it is a very vocational, industry-based kind of training. Okay, but many of our students who enroll into aerospace, they are the brightest students. Many of them can easily qualify to join JCs. But when they come inside here, because they have a passion in flying, or things that fly, okay? And this phenomenon is, I think, not just Singapore, it's worldwide. When I checked with a professor from MIT, aerospace engineering, aeronautical engineering in US, also same thing. It's the most popular course over there, engineering course, all right? It's worldwide. So this group of students will not be satisfied by just a normal repair kind of job. So we have to ensure that they are constantly being challenged. Okay, so we have also started an APEX program for these people. You can see here, by the way, these pictures here, real pictures, they actually go there and go for internship. They actually go for internship in China, actually. Because in Singapore, we don't have Boeing, Airbus industry manufacturing the plane in Singapore. So we have to travel. Instead of going to Europe or USA, it's so far and so expensive, there are a lot of companies in China, they do repairs of aeroplanes. So we send our students over there to do the repairs. Authentic learning. Okay? So we specially crafted a 5+1, you can see here. Normal one is 6 semester like that. The 5+1 is bum, 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 and then a very big one over here, so that they do a multidisciplinary project here. Okay? So even here also, later on I will show you, we have also slightly modified this program to ensure that they do a very interesting APEX program. Okay? And we have to change the learning space. And in 2014, we will have a very big engineering not engineering hub, an aerospace hub along the road. Okay, those people are traveling, if traveling by the train, you will see a very big building here, aerospace hub, and we'll park a few aeroplanes inside there. Okay, this is very big, a few aeroplanes inside there. And they will learn to do it on the real aeroplane. Okay, not just on models or just do simulation in the aeroplane. By the way, we are also buying a lot of simulators. I just spent about 300,000 to acquire A320, A320 simulator, real one from France. Okay, they are going to be delivered in January this year, next year. Okay, so students already have various simulators to work on. And the clean energy group of students, their objective is to become competent technologists in a wide range clean energy environment. So they not just deal with solar panels. That is very boring. So we will engage them to build cars, okay, solar cars, to participate in world competition, real cars, okay. And one of them, okay, which I'll show you shortly. Now again, the curriculum is also designed to ensure that there is a 5+1 track. Okay, they do a very big multidisciplinary project. Okay, if we do not change our curriculum, we will not be able to do that. Okay, so what are the big things that they do? Okay, you can see from this particular one is to show you that on top of the main curriculum, they also have advanced module for them to do. Okay, and then this is the one which in fact this year, this group of students went to Sepang in Malaysia. Okay, they participated in the Solar Eco Challenge Asia. I'm not sure whether Chulalongkorn participated or not. So we sent a car. This is one of the car SP spec. Okay, we sent a car there. Okay, and they competed with many other cars from various countries, and we emerged first. Okay. First time we participated, we got it first already. Of course, whatever we do, somehow we always set a very high standard for ourselves. If we don't do, the moment we do, we must be number one. That kind of thing. So we got first, okay, in the solar car category. And in 2013, we will be going to Australia to participate in the World Solar Challenge. The car will be traveling from Darwin all the way to Adelaide. It's about 3,000 over kilometers. Okay? And real cars. Okay, so it's not just a model only. Yes?
Who support the student?
Who?
Or the student have to support themselves? In this case.
Okay, the SP of course have to support, okay, staff, but we let a lot of this to be managed by the students. We want to entrust them with certain leadership skill. Even we will be even getting some of them to do getting sponsorship. You see some of these cars by the side, there are a lot of sponsors. So in other words, we will be getting maybe the engineering with business students to start canvassing for sponsors. All right, how to get sponsors? You have to put your knowledge into practice. Okay, and the car is not bought; they design from scratch. You know. Okay, so the students will design the thing with the guidance of the lecturers from both mechanical engineering as well as electrical engineering. So this is a multidisciplinary project. Okay, so we ordered the parts from China, from everywhere, and we've gotten help from some of those who have been participating in this program for a number of years. So if Chulalongkorn want to participate, we can also share the knowledge, and then so that you don't have to start from ground zero. Okay, so that's how we normally we are not selfish lah. Okay, in fact most of the participants are not normally selfish. Okay, so they normally share how they go about doing it. Okay. So these are both joint staff and students projects. Okay. So we have this engineering business program. Okay, and the objective of this program is to ensure that students have good knowledge in basic engineering principle and good fundamental business knowledge, and be able to link between engineering and business. And most important thing is to be a very good communicator and team player. Somebody was saying basic comm skills, right? Very important, because in the world of the working world, if you cannot communicate, you cannot talk, you cannot sell your product, you cannot sell your services, everything is all innate inside here, no use. Okay, so they must be able to communicate. So communication skill is very important for this group of people. All right. So if you look at the structure, Okay? In the first year, the objective is to upload the fundamentals of both the engineering knowledge as well as the business knowledge inside there. Now, then we also have business studio projects over here. Every stage, okay, you can see there, all these are project-based modules, and in every stage, they try to integrate it into these project modules here so that they can put this knowledge into practice. Okay, so they start from young, from the first semester to the second semester, second year, and then finally third year, they do a proper business venture sometimes with proper industry. Okay, so this give you a glimpse about the integration of modules, all right? And of course, as I told you earlier on, we are starting the engineering systems coming next year, and this particular course is unique because it's catered to a very small group of people, all right? And the teaching will be studio-based, small class, all right? So they start learning from day one that engineering is part of a system, okay? It's neither electrical or mechanical, it is both. And of course, we'll start off with the transportation option first and also the automation, okay? So, if you look at the engineering design, same thing, okay? In every stage, there are business, so-called a capstone project in every stage, okay, for them to integrate the modules too. So they learn thermodynamics, they learn mechanics, they learn computer-aided design, they learn programming, they learn electronic engineering, they learn electrical engineering, they also learn maths, all right? In second year, they continue to strengthen their fundamental knowledge here, both in mechanical and electrical, and then apply it to the mechanical system project over here. And then in the final year, they will then take on bigger ventures. So, was it easy? It's not an easy task for us. We took time as well. Okay? It's not like, wow, yesterday and suddenly today we have all this. Okay? So just to assure you that we have also gone through a journey. And we are still learning along the way. We are also want to learn from you all after you have embarked on it. Okay? We are not expert where we know everything. Okay? That's why we have the conference every year where we come together and share and we learn from each other. And Helene has been promoting to you all these conferences so that, you know, nothing is better than attending these conferences and then learning from some of these people and see how to adapt some of this knowledge and suit it to your purpose. Okay? So your environment, your curriculum, your program is unique to your own people, your own staff, your own management. Okay? Because without management support, nothing goes. Alright? So it's unique in every way. So you have to see how other people have adapted to their own institution. You see the long list of institutions there. Not every one of them have 100% gone on CDIO for everything. So they have also selectively start small, okay? But you have to start. You don't start, you will never get moving. So you start small, see where is the best course, best program to start off. You must work with people who believe that this is the right thing to do, who want to take risks. At the end of the day, if we want the student to take risks, our staff also must take risks. Okay? If our staff don't take risks, how can we transmit these values to them? It's just not fair. Okay? So we must take risks at some point in time. So if you look at it here, when we first started, it was 2008, 4 years ago, you know. Alright? And even then, when we first started, it was something different from what we are doing today. So every year we learn from it, we evolve. And then in the second year, we started in the following year, we started for the second year. Alright? And then we start all these various programs, okay? Various ability-driven programs, okay? In 2009, 2010. And then finally, we also started MDP over here in 2011, okay? Design Thinking Learning Plus, okay? And then in 2011, we start even more things, okay? There are more and more things. Some of them are peculiar to our own institution, alright? So, and we also have started a competency test. Just to give you an idea, one of the standard on CDIO is what? Competency. Okay? We are not saying that when you adopt CDIO, you forget about your student being competent in their domain knowledge. No, CDIO never recommend that. No, CDIO say, while you are strengthening your domain knowledge, you must see what else you need to do, okay, to ensure that your students get rooted, get interested in the program. Okay, so therefore, we want to ensure that our students' main competency skills are there. So usually, we always hear from students or people who graduated, the moment I finish my exam, I just return everything back to my lecturer. Okay, so I no need to, I only study for the exam only. Okay, so we don't want that. So we want to ensure that certain fundamental knowledge is still being retained in our students. So we started this called competency test for our students. That means when they finish first year, okay, we have one general competency. Okay, the question can come from anywhere, and there's no, whether you pass or fail doesn't matter. It's just a feedback to us whether they have understood, retained that knowledge. So, some multiple choice questions. Then when they go to second year, we may repeat some of these questions in the final year, and we added some additional question there to test whether they have learned the second year. So just to check whether they have learned. By the time when they finish, hopefully certain key fundamental knowledge is being retained inside. Otherwise, if after the first year they've forgotten everything, after second year they've forgotten the first year and the second year, then what's the point of our education? We have lost our purpose. So that is the objective of this competency test. Okay? So you can see from here, we are also starting this active learning. All right. In fact, this afternoon we wanted to show something on active. No, tomorrow. Okay, but because things was not very clear whether we are coming or not, so that part, Harley has something else to show. So she said she has a lot more things to show. So we have also started on ebook also. You know it's ebook, right? So we got our lecturers to redesign our notes into the iPad format, the ebook format, so that it's interactive. Okay. We also, with the ebook, we may embark on what we call the flipped classroom. You know what's a flipped classroom? It's something which we are thinking of, about to leap into it, okay? Where students, they study at home, they come here and do homework. That's what it means in short. So that means we give them all the things that all the PowerPoint, all the notes, whatever is already given to them. So that's why we have to strengthen our ebook so that most of the things are already available to them before they come to class. So when they come to class, it's an active session. It's an active learning session, okay, where they do the work and we are there to assist them. Whatever problem they have, they do it in class. Okay, so this is called a flipped classroom. So it's something which we are embarking on. Okay, probably in 1 or 2 years' time we will be able to share that. Okay, and we have also started something called the persona. We have recrafted our problem to have a person's name in every course. And this person's name is like a person who are working in that area. Okay? So like example, a computer engineering student. Okay? We crafted a name of a working person called maybe Roderick. Okay? Roderick, all the project-based problem is crafted with this person in mind. Roderick, he is a graduate in this field, working in this line. And then the area he's working in, and he has to deal with customer, what type of customer he has to deal with. So the whole scenario, the whole personality of this person is introduced to the students from day one, so that he knows what kind of problem he faces when he goes outside and work. And then hopefully he will see the motivation why he need to study course A, why he need to study course B. Because this particular person encounters all these problems when they go outside work. So it's like integrating the knowledge within the personality itself. So that whenever we talk about Roderick, this person comes to mind. Because he has to connect cable, he has to deal with very difficult customer, he need to communicate, he need to work in teams, alright? He need to write reports, okay? He need to do networking. So we built this whole thing within a person. So using a person as a means of integrating knowledges. Alright? So this is something which we are also embarking on. Alright? And this personality is repeated again and again throughout the whole 3 years. so that they're familiar when they furnish.